How to get paid to travel the world. Work remotely. Yeah, it's that easy. Doesn't have to be more difficult than that. Learn how to work without needing to be in one place at a time. This is a trend that's shown up in society pretty recently, but even just last year, about 20% of the office workforce was able to work remotely full-time, and it's been said that number is going to jump to over 60% in the year 2022. What does that mean? Times are changing. People don't need to be bound to a desk, hunched over, trying to do their work in a 9-to-5 setting in a cubicle. If you can learn about this trend and you can implement it in your own life, you can use it to travel the world, get paid, and live a way more fulfilling life that we absolutely recommend for you, because travel is wonderful. So why not work, travel, and fuse them together? So, how do you work remotely? First things first, you gotta develop a skill. You gotta find ways to create value for someone else or for a group of people. There are a million ways to do this, and you need to figure out what you're passionate about and how you can provide value to somebody else. Once you know how to provide value to someone else, you can develop your skill set and monetize it. Get paid.
Okay, you might have heard this phrase, the digital nomad, but you don't really know what it means. It sounds like this elusive, mysterious personality that is a beach bum or something, and somehow they do some shady shit and they get paid to do it. Okay, look, it is not that complicated. If you live in North America or in Europe or Australia or like anywhere really where it would be considered like first world, typically you make more money in a place like that, right? But you also spend more money because your money doesn't go as far, just because rent and food and cars and bullshit, and your money's gone pretty quick. But you live in a world that's fueled and connected through technology, which means if you have a skill, any skill that you really do on a computer, or that you can use a computer and an internet connection to facilitate, you can pretty much be anywhere in the world. There's still this stigma in society where when you get a job, your employer often feels like they're not really buying your work, they're buying your time, and they kind of own you for that 8-hour window every day. And that's the shit that's like driven me insane. Like that's something I just could never swallow. Giving up your time to somebody for money. I think realistically, when you have a job in an office, and I've had this experience, I have had a job in an office for like 9 months, which was enough for me. You aren't that productive. The amount of actual work that you do that day is like maybe 1 or 2 hours. The rest of it is just bullshit. Every time you're like deep in your work and somebody like nudges you or asks something of you, you snap out of that like honed in state, right?
Hello, Peter. What's happening? Did you see the memo about this?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and make sure you get another copy of that memo. Okay?
Yeah, no, I have the memo. I've got it. It's right.
And what happens when you're out of that state? It takes like 20 minutes to get back into it. They've done studies on this, that every time you get interrupted, it takes you more time to get back into that state. When you're in office, you're kind of just chasing that like work state a lot of the time, or you're just slacking off. You're surfing Reddit or whatever it is, or watching YouTube, which I know I did, and I know everyone else in my office did. I don't know, I'm going on a different rant here because I really don't like how that whole thing is structured. But the nomadic lifestyle is definitely, or like the digital nomad, it's a huge opportunity that wasn't here even 5 years ago. And even now it's becoming more and more accepted, more and more widespread. It's a great time for you to take advantage of it. Literally anybody who works on a computer. And it doesn't really have to be a computer either. You can go into a career that allows you to take your job anywhere. You, for example, let's say you are a scuba diving instructor, just like a friend of mine is. By definition, you go to places where you can go scuba diving, and you're not likely to be in the same spot all the time. So you get to travel the world, you get to seek out these cool places and work with different companies that are all over the place, right? Whatever you can come up with, whatever you can visualize in your head, whatever job it is, if you can figure out how you can do it remotely, you can take it anywhere in the world with you.
So we say this a lot, but it's true. The world is changing. And one way is that there are more and more different companies that actually support this nomadic lifestyle. There are different hubs in different countries where you can go to just to live cheaply, work on your computer day in and day out, go do something in your spare time that you could never do at home because you just don't have access to that. You're not in that beautiful place when you're back home, and you're spending less while you do it. More and more people are making it easier for you to do this because that's the way the world is going these days.
Whether you're doing a skill for someone online, let's say you're an editor, or you're a copywriter, or you do marketing, or you're a creative person and you do art for people and you sell it online, or you do graphic design for someone, or you are a voiceover artist and you send audio clips to people. There are a million things you can do on a laptop that are full-time jobs that traditionally would be done in a 9-to-5 setting in an office space. And learn how to do it on your own. Present somebody else who is in need of those skill sets, and you will be on the road doing what you want to do, doing what you're good at, and enjoying the world of travel.
If you just go and put yourself in that environment, an environment surrounded by other people who are doing this, whether it's physically going to like Central America and Costa Rica or Nicaragua and staying in one of these co-working spaces, or if it's just joining like an online community or a forum, or just immersing yourself in that. If you take that chance and you become closer to those people, you'll learn from them. They'll rub off on you, and then you will be able to just do it for yourself. Just by proximity, just by learning through them, you will shape an idea of how you can do it through your own particular situation. Because let's face it, everybody has a unique set of circumstances and challenges and reasons why they can or can't do something. If you do want to try this out, just do it, man.
Bam. So guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to learn more about what we're talking about, click on the link in our description. We've got a mailing list and we're sending more info like this all the time to our subscribers. Please share this video with a friend who wants to learn more about how to travel the world as a lifestyle and get paid doing it. And leave us a comment, let us know what you thought about this video. If you have any questions, we will answer them, or we'll try our best to. As always, we love you. You guys are the reason we do this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Pow. Pew, 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 pew. Ciao.